brain may be short-circuited, but the rest of me still works just fine. So how come I ache all over? Muscular is his diagnosis. From the fall. Or should I say, he chuckles at his own joke. The sudden stop at the bottom. Every muscle from my nose to my toes tenses up from that kind of shock. Tack on 96 hours of complete inactivity, and you stiffen all over. It's normal. It'll pass. My only real injuries are a concussion and a separated left shoulder. Turns out my bad diving form saved my life. My shoulder hit the ground a split second before my head, so it absorbed just enough of my hard landing to keep the impact from killing me. Mom brings me clothes to change into. I suppose I shouldn't be so blown away that they fit. They are my clothes after all, but of course, they're new to me. I can't help but wonder if I have a favorite shirt, or a super broken-in pair of jeans. I don't remember the car either, a Chevy van, or the house. I take the opportunity to fill in the blanks about myself. I am not the child of millionaires. I have no great love of cutting the grass, or maybe that one's on Johnny. I've got an excuse, though. I've been in a coma. I note the window that I must have climbed out of, since it's the only one with roof access. For some reason, I expect it to be higher, and I'm embarrassed. It was like an insult to my manliness that such a puny fall scrambled my brains. When Mom opens the door, a chorus of cries shout out, "Surprise!" A makeshift banner hangs across the living room. "Welcome home, champ." A heavy-set man about Mom's age steps forward and folds me in a crushing bear hug, and he rubs his knuckles up and down my head. "Good to have you back, son." Mom is horrified. "Stop it, Frank. He has a concussion." The man, my father, lets me go. But he's defiant. "Ambrose men can take a few licks, Tina. You're talking about an all-county running back." "Ex-all-county running back, Dad," Johnny amends. "You heard the doctor. Chase can't play football this season." "Dopey doctor," my father snorts. "What does he weigh? 140? Soaking wet?" He faces Mom. "Don't turn him into a wimp like you did with Johnny." "Thanks, that means a lot," my brother said dryly. "Why are you here, Frank?" My mother is quickly losing her patience. "How many times have I asked you not to use your key anymore? This is not your house, and it hasn't been for a long while." "I pay the mortgage on this place," he growls. All at once, the cloud lifts from his face, and he's grinning. "Besides, we had to be here to welcome home the conquering hero." "Falling off a roof does not make me a hero," I mumble. I can't put my finger on it, but there's something about my dad that makes me a little nervous. It isn't physical. In fact, for a middle-aged guy, he's pretty energetic and spry, despite the paunch and the thinning hair. His smile is totally overpowering. To see him is to want to like him. Maybe that's the problem, I decide. He's too confident that he's welcome everywhere. And going by Mom, he isn't. Not here, anyway. He's brought his new family, a wife named Korman, who doesn't look much older than Johnny, and Helene, my 4-year-old half-sister. Mom was right. Helene's definitely not the little girl in the blue dress. It's no big deal, I guess, but I'm disappointed. I was kind of hoping for one thing in my life to be connected to reality. Although I'm meeting them for the first time, I have to remind myself that they already know me. For some reason, they don't seem to like me very much. Corinne hangs back, and the little kid stays firmly attached to her mom's skirt. They look at me as though I'm a time bomb about to go off in their faces. What did I ever do to them? My father seems to be settling in for a long visit, but Mom's having none of that. "He has to rest, Frank," she says. "Doctor's orders." "What? He's chopping wood. He's resting?" "Alone," she insists, "in his room, where it's quiet." He sighs. "Ants at a picnic, that's what you are." He hugs me again, squeezing slightly less this time. "Great to have you back, champ." Sorry that it couldn't be more of a celebration, but Nurse Killjoy over there, and he inclines his head to my mother's direction. I stick up for her a little bit. "She's right about the doctor. He said I have to take it easy because of my concussion." "Concussion," he snorts. "When I played football, I got my conch bonked plenty of times. You rub a little dirt on it and you're good." Corinne appears at her husband's elbow. "We're so glad that you're okay, Chase. Come on, Frank, let's go." I feel like I have to fill the hostile silence that follows, so I lean down to my kid sister. That's a nice doll you got there. What's her name? She shrinks back like I'm about to eat her. Eventually, Dad's gone, taking Corinne and Helen with him. Johnny goes out to meet some friends, and Mom orders me upstairs to get a head start on the relaxation that almost caused the Civil War. She has to show me which room is mine, because I don't remember any of it. Not the wooden staircase with the faded floral runner up the center, not the narrow hallway with the low ceiling, not the wooden door with a crack down the center panel. My mother sees me evaluating the damage and is momentarily surprised by my surprise. Then she explained it away. That's probably my fault. I always let you and your friends play sports in the house. You're too big for that now. Or the house is too small. Which sports, I ask. Tears are coming to her eyes. This is hard for her. Football, soccer, badminton, you name it, you played it. Being in my room is the weirdest experience of all. It's my room, there's no question about that. The walls are covered with newspaper clippings about football teams I starred on and lacrosse games that I won. That's me in pictures, diving into end zones and being mobbed by ecstatic teammates, more unfamiliar faces. There are trophies too, shelves of them. Chase Ambrose, top scorer. Chase Ambrose, MVP. Most yards from scrimmage. Team captain. State champions. I'm really somebody, I thought. I only wish I know who. It takes some doing to build up my courage, but I eventually make it over to the window. I was wrong before. It's plenty high. I'm lucky to be alive. It's like I've been parachuted into the middle of someone else's life. Someone who looks exactly like me, yet isn't me. The doctor's right. I need to rest. I sit down on the edge of my bed. There's a phone on the nightstand. The screen is cracked. I wonder if I had it with me when I fell. I press the home button. It's dead. There's a charging cable right beside it. I plug it in. After a couple of minutes, the display lights up, and there I am again with two other kids, complete strangers, although you can tell from the pose that the three of us are close friends. It's a selfie. The kid on my right as the photographer. I'm in the middle, and the smallest of the three of us, which is surprising since I'm a pretty big guy. It must be Halloween, because there are kids in costumes in the background. I'm wielding a baseball bat, holding it high. Hanging off the tip of it is mangled, ruined jack-o'-lantern. The screen goes dark, and I press the button again. The image of the triumphant pumpkin bashers reappears. I can't take my eyes off of it. All three of us were wearing wild, gleeful, unholy, cake-eating grins. What kind of person am I? Well, that's the end of the very first chapter. I hope that you like the introduction to the book. I think this is a very interesting book and that you'll enjoy it, and I hope that you join us tomorrow for chapter 2. Have a great day.